Hey folks, Jesus is coming soon. I know that in my heart. I truly know that in my heart. You know, it's been a while since I've been here. And I want to tell y'all the truth on something. There's no reason to lie to nobody. I wasn't going to come back. I wasn't going to do it. My wife asked me to continue to do this. And I told her I didn't want to. I'm tired of being bashed and called out my name, and these people don't know me, saying that they're just saying mean stuff, and I don't want to deal with it no more, you know. And I don't want to turn the comments off. I want to give people their freedom to say what they want to say, you know. I just told my wife, you know, I'm so turned off. I don't even know what to say anymore. You know, that's the God's honest truth. When you're just so turned off with something, and you don't want to do it. But I just know that the good Lord's coming soon. And one thing I will say, not last night, night before last, I was seeing some people posting in my area, not my town, but you know, a little further south, and they were posting the northern lights, and I was like, that's happening again? Well, I'll see if I can go out here and get a picture of it. And here in this new house, there's no lights anywhere in the backyard. There's nobody that lives behind us, period, at all. So it's pitch black at night. I mean, pitch black. So I walked out on the patio and I looked to the north, and sorry, mosquitoes. Anyways, I looked to the north and I saw it with my naked eye, and I was like, wow. Sorry, let me turn this. I know I'm going to get flagged for all that, but that's going to be all right. I don't care no more. Anyways, something I've never seen in my life. I ran in there and I told my wife, I said, you can see the northern lights with your eyes out here. Of course, it was red. It wasn't green. I've always wanted to see the green ones, but down here in Louisiana, you ain't going to see that. They were moving like the green ones do, the green ones do, but it wasn't as bright as probably some of you, you know. But they were saying on the news, go outside and face the north and take a picture and you'll see the northern lights, but you can't see them with your eyes. Yes, you could. Well, last night, they said it was supposed to happen again. We come out here and didn't see nothing. But I watched the news, I think it was 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock news. And they were talking about that on there. They were like, oh, well, the night before last beat all of NASA's expectations, and you were actually able to see with your naked eye here in Louisiana. And I was like, I mean, that was obvious, but just more proof, you know. It's just, this stuff's stacking up, y'all. Just more proof and more proof and more proof. And people are becoming more and more and more oblivious. There's people inside the church that are no longer inside the church, if you catch my drift. They fall away. They they bash one another, belittle one another. They hate one another. Everything the Bible literally has talked about has came to life. And people are so aggravating. We could be, I just fumble on my words because it's just like, I don't understand. I don't comprehend this because of this fact, okay? Sorry. One thing, it's something else I can't understand, okay? It's like kind of the same, in a way, it's the same, right? How the angels in heaven, they're right there. They feel God. They know God. They know what's going to happen. And yet, they follow the devil straight into hell. What? I just don't understand, right? Just like this, we're this close to the Lord coming for the church, right? And we got all these people that have fallen away right at the cusp of the Lord coming. Make it make sense. I don't get it. There's one more thing I want to talk about. Crazy, right? Y'all gonna hear it. 2 days before we moved in this house, my wife asked me to come over here before we moved anything in here. She said, can you go take some pictures of that master bathroom? I need to send to the woman so she can have them come and fix it. Literally, okay, you got paint on the walls, right? They were all crumbling and it was like rolling off the walls. I couldn't make no sense of how it was doing that. I walked in this house, I was by myself. I started taking pictures of it. In my right ear, y'all, I heard this voice, right? And all the hairs on my body just stood up, okay? I don't talk about stuff like this because people ridicule you. And I know it ain't nothing but demons. Same thing with that Bigfoot stuff, you know? I don't talk about that either. I'm not going to because, I mean, I've learned my lesson of talking about stuff. Certain communities, but still then I don't talk about it anyway. Me and my wife talk about it. Tell nobody else. Not going to, you know. That's some experiences. But anyways, a grumble in my ear. I'm telling y'all, it was so wicked. And before coming to Christ, things like that would have scared me. You know, I would have ran out this house and said, I ain't never going back in there, you know. I finished taking, these mosquitoes are bad tonight. Anyways, I finished taking those pictures and I just turned around and I walked out. I was rebuking it the whole walk out. Got in my truck and I drove back over to the other house. And I told my wife, I said, there's something in that house. Specifically in that bathroom. And she's like, what you talking about? I said, there's something evil in that house. I don't like it. I don't like it. Got the Bible when we came back over here and we blessed this house, and I saw the door. In the chills, I saw the door open and shut. It left. But more weird stuff started happening, like these drill batteries and stuff, fully charged. I've never experienced this. We've had those drills for about 3-4 years, you know. I have a Ryobi weed eater that we bought 5 years ago, and it never had a problem, right? Cell phones, same, all the batteries, y'all. Fully charged cell phones, and literally anything that held a charge would go dead in 30 minutes in this house. Why? I didn't know. We just kept on rebuking it and all this stuff. Got moved in, and buddy Randy, I told him about all this stuff. And he called me, and we did the same thing we did last time, but with him on the phone too. I ain't seen nothing since. Y'all, but this, I'm telling y'all, when I say these little minions are after my family constantly, I ain't lying to you. I ain't got nothing to lie about. You know, people can call me what they want to, because they do anyway, on every video, on every post. You know, I hardly ever post in my community, so my wife does. Here and there, when we're in a bind or something, she'll reach out and ask for some help. And slapped in the face. And I told her, I said, you know, don't let that stuff bother you. I know some of the stuff people say is hurtful because it's not true. But it's just how the church is, sadly, you know. The church, not those buildings, folks. The church, you and me, we're supposed to be here for one another, for when one of us slip and fall, or one of us have a hard time, one of us are having wicked thoughts, or whatever the case may be, we're supposed to be here for one another. Whatever the case. No. Not this generation. Oh, they want to slap you in your face. They want to beat you down. When you already feel this big, they want to step on you. It's just what it is. It's sad, but that's the reason why I didn't want to come back. It wasn't all of you that, you know, has been good to me here. It's the ones that has turned on me. And I really don't know if somebody's sending these people here to my channel to do this to me, to throw me off, or what. I don't know. But, you know, it seems like I've made more enemies than friends, and I haven't done anything to anybody. You know, the church is the most vicious place, and it shouldn't be. I'll tell y'all, let me get these pictures pulled up real quick of the northern lights I took night before last. And forgive the crack in my phone. That just happened this morning out of nowhere. I couldn't get it to where you could see the little, I'm telling you, it was swirling like the green ones do. You could see it barely, ever so slightly doing it with your naked eye. But it wasn't near as bright as the phones were. But wow, y'all, I never, in my lifetime, I've never seen anything like that. And I see a picture here I want to show y'all too while we're here. I know I talk too much. I'm sorry. I just love y'all. You know, and I really don't have nobody else to talk to. So my wife was cleaning the drain. I don't know. Since I had that sinus surgery, my senses, my smell and everything has intensified. Like a neighbor could fart and I could smell it over here. You know, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's the truth. I mean, everything's so much stronger to me. So she was cleaning out the drain in the sinks because they were clogged up. I can't do it. It stinks. I don't have a mask. And I got asthma anyway, so I can't wear them. But I was in the bathroom, and she come up in there, and she handed me this stone. And I said, what is that? And she said, I don't know. I found it in the drain. I said, that's a diamond. A princess cut diamond. I don't know the sizes, carats, and all that stuff, but it looks like it could be a whole carat to me. Of course, I called a jeweler, and he said that nobody's buying diamonds anymore. So I guess it's trash. But you know, I tested it and everything, and it's real. But it had the. It's like someone was washing their hands, like maybe an elderly woman or a housewife or whatever, and it fell down in the drain. It's like the stone and the little gold piece that holds the stone broke off the ring and went down in the drain. And maybe they didn't know where they lost it at. I don't know, but that was it right there. That thing was huge. But it sure was pretty. Let me, 1 second. Down in the drain. And that little gold piece. Never seen nothing like it. That right there. Little 10 karat gold diamond earring I found out here in the burn pit not too long ago. Cleaned it up. I said, there ain't no way that's gold. This will be the fourth piece of jewelry that we found around here. Wow. Anyways, y'all, this video is going to ramble too much. I apologize, but y'all hang on. I promise you, you ain't the only one that's going through stuff. You ain't the only one that people are trashing and bashing, and you know it's happening to me. Then you go look at all these other these bigger channels than what I have here, which I'm not doing it for that, but it seems like most people are. They're scared to say, you know, they're using code words, and I ain't scared. Let them shut it down. I don't care. I'll just make a new one if I have to. The Lord puts it on my heart, I'll do it. But if He doesn't, I won't. And just hang on. I know times are tough. I'm telling y'all, if it could go wrong, it's been going wrong. I don't believe in luck and all that stuff anymore, but my daddy used to say, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have luck at all. Yeah. Not like this phone cutting my fingers up now. And I ain't worried about it. I'll throw something over it. But I've had that phone for 2.5 years. And it just, out of nowhere this morning, it just fell off the counter. I don't even know what it hit. I mean, it's spider web all through it. Anyways, let me hush. Be there for one another. Right, I know there's people still gonna come and do what they do, but we're not supposed to be that way. And I promise you, those of you who are doing it, you're gonna have to answer for it. And all I can say is may God have mercy on you. Because for me, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't accuse you of something that you aren't. But that's just what the church is now. Just a man dressed up in a clown suit. That's what it looks like. That's what the church looks like now from the outside looking in. I've seen it firsthand. And for a long time, I sat by myself. Lord, I didn't want to do this. Nobody knew who I was. I didn't go talk to nobody. I just kind of sat in the background and watched other people's stuff, and He just put it on my heart 5 years ago to do this, and I've tried and tried and tried and tried. It just gets hard. It really does. But the Lord knows how vicious people are. I'm going to let Him deal with it. It ain't for me to deal with. Vengeance is not mine. It's not y'all's. It's the Lord's. Anyways, I love all of you. Keep looking up. And if the Lord puts something on you, you got to do it. We all do. Just like this right here. Again, for the third time. I didn't want to do this. I don't want to do this. You know? I don't. But when it's put on me to do, that I'm going to do. Romans 10:9-13. I love all of you. I truly do. God bless.